Can't forget Ireland, can we, Lorraine? So yeah, 5-2, just like hot off the press. Can you make it on our call? Because John can't make it. And I said, you know what? Yeah, I can be the second backup. I don't mind.
Second backup. You're a star. Thank you so much, Terry.
So, of course, I was looking at the subject matter that you normally, or you were going to cover on the call here, Rebecca, and I'm very happy to cover what you've spoken about. And I've got some slides handy that can help us along the way if needed. So, Rebecca, let's interact a little bit here. And there's people still coming in the room, by the way. Where do you want us to start? And yeah, there was a great voice message. I hope everybody heard the message from Alex today, because, I mean, if the penny's not dropped yet, I hope it has, then hopefully by the end of this call, it will drop, and you'll know how powerful what he said on that voice note is, and powerful and beneficial to your pockets going forward. So let's, I'm looking at your list here. I'm going to bring your list up that you said on your call thing that you said you were going to cover on the call tonight. And let's have a look. The 3 PLC swapping options.
That's right.
Okay.
The 3 options. Well, there are 4 really, because one, you can leave all your smart coins in PLC swapping for a whole year if you wish. And then if you don't wish to do that, there are 3 other options. So that I was going to cover those. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, okay, so the options are then one of them you just mentioned. And guys, I don't know how many people on here are holding the old assets, the PLC coin, PLCU, PLCU and swapping them at your opportunity. The swapping is open, by the way. You can swap your old assets into smart coin, just that right now you can't withdraw it. And I want to tell you why, in case you might have missed it, you're new and you didn't pick up on the information. Now, you can't withdraw smart coin at this moment in time because there is a bug that does a double spend. It does a double withdrawal, and they've been fighting this actually for some time. They reopened and they had the same problem, and it is a persistent bug they're trying to alleviate. So when you do a withdrawal for 1 million smart coins or whatever it is, it's sending you 2 million. And this is the same problem, the double withdrawal they have on the farming units as well for Ultima. So this is a bug they are. And I was sitting with Alex today. I've got another meeting with him tomorrow because we want to get the answers to more timelines and things like this. So hopefully by tomorrow we'll have a better, more clear picture as to when these gateways will reopen. But it is the double spend bug. That is what's causing the problem. It's happened before. They reopened. I witnessed it. It's true. And they are trying their best to overcome it. So hopefully it won't take that much longer. But the options that you have for your smart coin. So you're exchanging your legacy assets into the smart coin. You will see you have a 5-year swapping program. Now that will remain. Every month, according to the 3 or 5-year option you choose for the swapping, then every month you will receive the smart coin into your balance. And that will keep on going. Now, that's going to keep on going for the 3 or 5 years, whichever you've chosen, but you're going to have the options now that are coming about because of the new smart pool and the new royal splits, as you know about. So let's cover these together because I know you've got it on your list here, so let's cover it together. The smart coin, we think within the week, and I'll get clarity tomorrow, but certainly imminently, what will happen is the gateway to withdraw smart coin will open for about 2 weeks. And in this window of opportunity, this 2 weeks, you're going to be able, if you like, to withdraw all your smart coin that is available only in the balance. Bearing in mind, you will, of course, still get the as per the plan, 3 or 5 year plan, every month still coming in, but whatever's carrying in your balance when the doors reopen imminently, that is the balance you can make some decisions with. That balance, if you like, you can withdraw in full, take it to the market, sell it, do what you like. Or you can partially withdraw it and do what you like, because remember, what is going to be happening soon is the staking option will open in your smart wallet to stake smart coin for a reward. And of course, free transactions for splitting. So these are the benefits of staking smart coin. Now, why would you want to stake it? What is the bigger picture of staking? What's going on? Why are we needing to do that? Well, of course, there's benefits all around, even for the company, because when you hold smart coin off the market, you are reducing the supply and impacting price action, because, of course, people are going to want to buy the smart coin for the new pool that is coming. So one option is you can stake the smart coin, or you can leave it in the balance in full, because when the doors close, so it will reopen, an opportunity for about 2 weeks to withdraw your smart coin in full, in part, however you want, bearing in mind the options going forward, because the doors will close for 1 year. You will not be able to withdraw smart coin. Now that means the gateway will be open for about 2 weeks, we believe, and then close. Then when it's closed, of course, each month your balance will be added to from the plan that you are in. Now you have the options. You can use the balance that is you can't withdraw anymore. It's in the dashboard. But that balance that is growing, you can use to a value of 10 cents, and you can buy into the new smart pool. And the smart pool's in the presentation. If people want, I can bring up the slide. You can have a look at it, and we can talk about how that will work. But essentially, I'm just running through the options for you right now. So you can buy in a smart pool. That splits. So you will be paid in smart coin splits. And when you pay the splits, of course, daily from the pool, you can spend those splits. They're open. Only the ones on the dashboard are locked in. So the splits will release every day. The staking will be another option for you to earn smart coin as well. So you're not being locked out of smart coin completely. You're able to use it within the ecosystem, in the pool and in the staking. So these are options you need to think about. Now, why is a gateway going to open and then close for 1 year? Now, the idea is this, that when it closes, the supply will be significantly reduced to the market. It will be locked up in the pool. It'll be locked up in staking. The supply will be shortened, and therefore the impact on the price should see an increase. So I know by the end of this year that Alex wants to get 10, 20 cents or more on the smart coin. Maybe even going forward into 2025, $1. Because we're closing for 1 year on the platform. Now, who would like $1 for a smart coin? Absolutely. So we're going to give it he's giving it a try, guys. So with Alex, he's flexible. If it's not going to work, if it seems to not be working, he will change the strategy. This is what Alex will do. But if it's working, then we're all potentially looking at a much higher price for the smart coin, and that's what we all want. So Alex is always thinking and working as to how best to serve the community. He doesn't get it right every time, but when he does, he does. And we've been with him now for 3 years, so we've got a good idea of what Alex is like and how he, people say, well, he's doing this, he changes that, and he changes the other. You know what? I've been involved in opportunities where companies don't change, but they die. Because this industry is moving rapidly. This industry of network marketing in crypto is a very fast-moving industry. And you've all probably seen the evolution of the blockchain and what's coming about in governance protocols and all this new terminology that is hitting the industry. Well, you've got to keep pace or die. So this is what Alex is doing. He's always trying to find ways of how we can impact and get a better price action. Are we okay so far, Rebex?
I think you're doing really well, actually. Thank you very much. You're doing absolutely great. Yeah, so covering exactly what I wanted to talk about. There are a couple of questions already. We don't yet know the terms of the staking, the time frame, the percentages, or is there a minimum amount that we need to enter into the staking? Do you have those details yet or not?
No, we don't have those details yet, but okay. The moment we have them, you guys will get them. We're looking forward to them as well. We know it's going to happen by either the 1st of July or around the 1st of July. So we're not that far away for this staking opportunity. Now, bearing in mind, not only will you be able to stake smart coin, you're going to be able to stake TRX, Tron Coin, and Ethereum. So these are other stake, and probably more, because the wallet, our smart wallet, is going to open up to thousands of coins and tokens that are out. And with it, of course, the other opportunities. So there's going to be extended staking options as well. Now, when the platform closes, and hopefully we impact on the price, and then we'll see, he's going to monitor it. And if it's not working, he will reopen the platform and then reopen the channel for people to withdraw smartly. Well, let's, are you keeping on top of the ones that are opening their mics, Rebex?
I don't know why it keeps on muting. Jerry, please keep muted. Thank you. Mute. There we go.
Okay,
sorry, Terry.
No problem. And if there's questions coming in, Rebex, and you're monitoring them, I'm happy to. I don't know. Jerry keeps reopening his mic.
It's okay. I put him in the waiting room until he mutes himself.
Good idea. So if there's questions coming in, I'm happy to take them, by the way, Rebex. So,
yep.
You know, and you can stop me and because I can carry on, you know what I mean? And I want to cover these important topics because it's important that people understand where we are and why we are, because it's easy to draw upon a negativity of other people's negativity, or the platform can't take my smart coin out. But, you know, when you sit down with Alex and listen to his explanations, you know there's good reasoning behind it. He doesn't do anything deliberate. He doesn't do anything to harm the price or the token or the community. Everything he does, I can tell you from knowing him for 3 years, he does it with the right intent. Whether he gets it right or wrong, because of we go through the experience, that's a different thing. But his intent is always good. So that is what's going to be happening with Smartcoin, and that's your options that are coming up. And the pool is going to be the staking pool. You get the splits from the pool where you can purchase splits, and one Smartcoin is going to be around a $1 million mark. So that is the when your base is on the splits, when you're doing the calculation of the splits, the same as a royal pool, because one of the other final option for the Smartcoin is you're going to be able to purchase the royal pool splits. Now, this is a bit different, because what happened was Alex wanted to give everybody the opportunity from the old legacy asset community to bring them in to the new community by giving them, and everybody that hold old assets, by the way, free royal splits. But he had a problem. He thought it through, but then realized once he'd issued the royal splits into everybody's back office of the old community and those who've been with us for a while, he realized that it was only those who'd actually physically paid for the farming licenses previously, that were getting the royal splits. And so many other people that had bought in different ways, perhaps given somebody some money, they'd given the token to buy off the market sales, they weren't getting any royal splits. So that became apparent. So he needed a much more fair approach. So all the royal splits that are in your back office now, if you have them still there, will be deleted. But to make it fair, when you think about it, it is more fair because it is the smart coin from all the legacy assets being swapped, used at a value of 10 cents to be able to buy into the royal pool, which is $1 million per split. That's a calculation basis for people to move into and be daily rewarded in Ultima. So it is an Ultima payout, whereas a smart pool, the smart coin pool, pays out in smart coin. And of course, with the smart coin and the smart pool, you can pay in Ultima, you can buy into the smart coin pool with Ultima. But with the royal pool, 10-cent value on your smart coin to buy the splits in the royal pool and receive daily Ultima rewards. So that is the final option for the smart coin. Is any questions before I move on to the next subject then, Rebex, in relation to the smart coin and where it's at?
I think we've gotten some nice reactions about what you mentioned about the price rising, and we're all hoping it will go to 10 cents and $1 would be even better. So the strategies you've just discussed, Terry, are exactly for that reason, to push that price up for us all to benefit from it. I think regarding the royal pool, like you have just discussed, the royal splits which were given to the back office have caused a little bit of a a ruffle among people who feel now that they are being unfairly treated because what was given as a free gift, they now have to use their smartphone. So I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea and far better than allocating royal splits to the back office, which have discrepancies in them. But can you go over that a little bit further? How that changes the energy of it all? How
it changes the dynamics, because what with and we actually brought this up with Alex previously before when he hinted at the royal pool. The thing is, when the people have been receiving all these free royal splits, what we're actually doing is building a community of people who've got no skin in the deal. Okay, apart from their legacy assets and which they can swap into smart coin anyway, but they otherwise got no skin in the deal. And what we were doing, in my opinion, and others as well, is building a what's the word I'm looking for? A liability. We were building a liability whereby these people would only sell these Ultima every day, dump the coin, and probably put the money into other opportunities where they're going to lose it in any case, because they've lost that loyalty to this project at this time. So we think it would be better as well, and we think his option that he's come up with is more fair because it's distributed more widely, because everybody's using skin in the deal. Everybody's using their legacy assets at a value into smart coin of 10 cents on the coin to then go into the royal pool and be rewarded in Ultima, which we can talk about the price of that in a moment as well, and how that's going to be impacted. But I want to add on to this as well, even bigger, because it changes the dynamics drastically. Those people who want to then use their legacy assets to go into the royal pool, and why wouldn't they? They need a sponsor in a smart pass. They didn't need one before. In the old one, in the one that he put the splits in the back office, the royals, they didn't need a smart pass. Now they need a smart pass, which means they're going to be looking for a sponsor, which means that it's going to be in the network marketing, because if they want the royal splits to pay them Ultima, what do they need on their smartphone? They need the smart wallet to receive the splits. So if they need a smart wallet, they've got to activate the wallet with 5,500 smart coin. Now, potentially, there's over 2 million. Now, of course, we all know that number won't be reached, but even if 10% is reached, of the 2.8 million, 280,000 more wallets downloaded, 5,500 more smart coins frozen in those wallets, removes a lot of smart coin from the equation, from the overall supply, and again impacting on the price due to the reduction in supply. And these people will need smart coin for their split rewards that they're getting every day. So this is why we think it's a better solution that he's come up with. We think it's more fair. Everybody's got skin in the deal, and these people coming in are going to need a smart pass. In other words, they're going to need a sponsor. So that helps the networkers as well. Do you think that's more fair, Rebex? I think it is.
I think it is too. I think it's a smashing idea, and I like the way that the coins are going to be restricted to push the price up. So that's an excellent way of doing it as well. There is a question about CoinSpit not allowing the withdrawal of the legacy coins, and therefore the people are hindered by putting their coins into the PLC swapping. So we have addressed that already. Alex has addressed it, and there is no change on that situation, is there, Terry? I was going to call you John then.
At this time, no, and I'm in the same situation. I think is in the same situation. Many people are. You know, we've got assets locked up on CoinSpit, and the thing is, you know, this is an ongoing. We keep mentioning it because we want the solution as fast as you guys do. We keep mentioning it to Alex, and he's telling us, you know, we're pushing him for updates all the time. We do push him hard, and of course, the technology of CoinSpit is old. Alex's technical team, and he's got 1,000 people working for him, by the way, overall, many good ones in his team. His technical team are having to get all the logs of transactions because CoinSpit, as you know, made a public statement to say that the platform was hacked. And when it was hacked of all our tokens. Okay, other USDT was hacked, and our legacy. I think only Smartcoin was the one that wasn't hacked. So he has now got to confirm that what he's being told is correct, and they volunteered all the logs and the communication logs and everything from Coinsbit to his technical team to siphon through it to try and get to the bottom. But what Alex has always said, yes, he wants the solution to come, but he will make sure that everybody that's been affected in our community will be made good, one way or the other. He wants to get to the bottom of it with Coinsbit first if he can, but if not, there will be a solution, and there will be a solution, but he needs, and his technical team need time to go through this technology to get to the bottom of this hack. So we bear with him and we give him that time. We've got assets locked up there too. I understand that other people have, and they want to use them, but unfortunately they are, at this moment in time, we've been told they've been stolen. So, but Alex will make good. So let's leave him with that for the time being. Lorraine's got her hand up. I'm very happy to take a question from Ireland.
Hi, Terry. Just a quick question, because I always assumed that with the Royal Pool, it wouldn't be part of the networking system. Understandably enough, we were given a free gift. But now that we're actually using our smart to buy into that pool, is it going to be part of the networking system or not?
Well, not the Royal Pool as such, but the people who need the smart coin to buy into the Royal Pool will need the smart pass. So once they have the smart pass and they have to get smart coin to freeze into their smart wallet to make it work, and then they see the Royal Splits paying, they could be very well tempted to join the bigger picture of what's going on. Now, of course, I'm going to cover the premium splits in a moment and what's happening there, because, you know, the gold splits are still for sale, right? But they're not going to be, I would imagine, nobody's really buying those at the moment unless they're swapping with the green. And then the premium pool, we all now know, is going to be capped and stopped for new people coming in. The smart contract will be burnt on the 7th of June, and that's very exciting. So, Lorraine, it won't benefit us directly, but indirectly it does.
That's fine. I didn't expect it to. Thanks for clarifying.
Thank you.
And Clive has his hand up. Hello, Clive. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. How are you?
Nice to see you on the call, Clive.
No problem. Hi. Good evening, Terry. How are you doing?
Good evening, Clive. I'm good, mate. How's London? Croydon.
Oh, good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not as good as where you are, though. I'm desperate for a holiday. What
Do it, mate.
Terry?
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on a second. My wife.
The boss is
Sorry.
speaking, right?
Yeah, what I'm saying
Yeah.
what I was saying is you know, with the premium pool and the voice message that Alex done today, do you feel the benefits is the stability that would come to the pool, the premium pool, because we then don't have a continuous influx of splits coming in, and then we only have to focus on increasing the coin price over time with the new tools that he's bringing in. So overall, the premium pool then becomes a lot more lucrative and a lot more stable than the previous pools. How do you, maybe you can add that in on what your thoughts are when you start talking about the premium pool?
Yeah, we'll get to that, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely, and we are going to get to that, Clive. But thank you for prompting it now. But we will get to that part. I'm hoping I've covered off the smart coin and the options, Rebex. Please let me know if there's any questions in relation to the smart coin, and then we can cover the next subject on the list, which I'll find out what it is.
Fabulous. Well, we haven't only got Terry James on the call tonight, we also have Enika, and she's doing a great job answering all the questions. So thank you so much for joining us too, and for the zooming through all these questions. You're so quick at typing. So thank you very much. I think one thing you did mention, Terry, was about buying the gold with the green, and at the moment they're not available to be doing that kind of operation. It has been on standby.
Yeah, we're all on standby to do that. Now, of course, when I spoke the other night, I said that there is going to be when you have the last chance to get in, but that's not strictly the case. When it opens, you have the opportunity to then exchange your green splits into the gold, but that will always be ongoing. The issue is that on the 21st of this month, the actual amount of tokens in the pool will be 0. So although you haven't swapped, you can still swap at any time going forward. And if you have an empty license, you can charge the license and swap that. So that is still going to be open. What we're saying to people is that if you want your splits to keep earning, make sure that when it opens imminently, when it opens, get your green splits changed into gold as quickly as you can, so you don't leave them not earning anything in the green pool. You can swap them at any time going forward, but you won't be earning in the green pool. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's what the questions were. At the moment, we can't do that. So the date, the presumed date for the pool being empty has been calculated to have been about the 26th of May, hasn't it? They've been saying the 20th of May, but according to the amount of, let me have a quick look.
Yeah, go and have a look.
310 Ultima left in there, divided by 25.92, makes 11.9 days, and 11.9 days takes us to the 26th.
Okay, good. So the 26th. So we have got a bit of time to play with anyway. So even though we can't get in there right now, we've still got a bit of time. So that's good.
And then whilst we're there, Alex has announced that there has been an extra element of gold splits allocated to the members who purchased the gold splits with Ultima. And he said on the very last day, those will be allocated automatically, calculated by the back office, by the contract that have been purchased, and will be added to the back office of those members. Do you want to elaborate further on that?
I can't elaborate further, but I can tell you is that we have a meeting with Alex tomorrow, and we're going to be exploring that as well. So we can come back on that, but we do know that is the case. The mechanics we don't know, but we'll hopefully find out tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Alexander, you have your hand up. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, how are you, Terry?
Alex,
Hi there. Good evening.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm great. I was doing a Zoom lately to the old community here in Israel, and I was giving them the news about the role splits and everything. The thing is, some of them gave a really hard question. It's like, we all know the old community is very big. It's like almost 1.5 million, even more. The thing is about the royal pool. Is it so big that it will give the old community enough Ultima from the royal split? Because it must be a very huge pool to give a liquidity for this, the royal pool, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them doesn't want to do stake or something with the smart coin. They see that Alex working more on the Ultima than on the smart. That's what they seen. I try to convince them otherwise. They doesn't listen. So they asked me the question about the royal pool, how big it's gonna be, that they're gonna know that they are going to get some money back. Some of them going to get back and trying to bring them back to the new community. It's quite hard, but I'm working on it. So this is the question about the royal pool. How big is it going to be?
I think I've answered it already, but the royal pool, one split, will be to the value of $1 million. Now, the actual amount of token released to the pool will probably be along the lines of what we have now, but we don't have the statistics at this time. We are waiting because, of course, the amount of royal splits that were issued into the back office of those people that got them for free is being removed, and people will now need to use their smart coin. Everybody has their own strategies. Some people may choose to go to the royal pool, and other people may just choose to withdraw, stake it, or withdraw, spend their token, their coin, their smart coin. Now, to everybody, or somebody might do all of those options. So everybody has a choice to do whatever they strategize for themselves. We can't advise one way or the other, but the royal pool will issue a daily split reward in Ultima. The exact token numbers are not at this time known. But of course, before you enter into the buying contract, you will have disclosure of the numbers.
Thank you very much, Terry. There is a question about the red pool. Is there any update on what is going to be done? Alex announced that he has strategy for that he is very happy with what he's created and is keeping it very close to his chest. Have you had the privilege of that leak of information, or are you sworn to secrecy still?
We're sworn to secrecy, but what I can say to you is that there is a solution forthcoming. So, be patient, no more than a couple of months, by the way. Be patient, but he is more than aware that there are people that feel they were unfairly dealt with in relation to the red split pool, and he's aware of that, and he's going to address it. We're pushing him. I can tell you that he has a solution. I can tell you that we are becoming familiar with that solution, and people will like it. So, but it's up to him to release the information, not me.
Of course. I just thought he might just let out a little secret for us tonight. That's all.
No, I would love to, but honestly, I can't. But we've got red splits as well. So wherever you guys are, we are as well. Whatever problems you're having, we're having. Because I think everybody knows that whatever we promote, we always buy into. Okay, we always walk the walk. So we're in the same. We got all the assets locked in Coinsbit. We've got monies locked in PLCU members that some people here are at. We've got, all these are the hazards of doing a real business. Because whenever we've been involved in network marketing in this niche now for over 10 years. I've been doing cryptocurrency since 2012, and the thing is with network marketing in this industry, the problems that we've had in this business, other companies have gone. They've run away from them. But Alex faces his challenges. We've been here 3 years now working with Alex, as I mentioned earlier, and we know networkers, that because we're professional networkers, we know many other networkers in the industry who've been scammed, burnt at least 15, 20 times in that 3 years by other similar niche companies. Where Alex has a problem, he faces it and draws upon a solution. And if that solution doesn't work, he'll tweak it. Now, that's why we love working with him, because he's a real business, he's here real time. And all we have to do is get over the finish line with him, because we will, and people are doing. And so we just have to stick with this man. His intentions are good. His heart is good. He makes mistakes, of course, and he'll make more mistakes yet. But we just plead to you guys, stay patient with him, because if you decide to drift off into another opportunity, you already know there's a 98, 99% chance that other opportunity will burn you, and it will burn your contact, and it will burn your reputation. Alex is here for many, many more years. Stick with him.
I agree, and I think the longevity of the project is also going to be the progression of the prices of the Smart and the Ultima, which is what we're all here for. So those people who decide that they've had enough because 0.0023 per Smart isn't good enough. I had a really interesting conversation yesterday with one of the guys in my team, and I had a look at his Smart wallet, and I had a look at his back office, and he was saying, I put in 2,200 euros, and now I've only got 547,000 Smart, which is only worth $1,500. I haven't even made my money back. I said, well, you've got 2.5 more years left of Smart contracts in your PLC swapping, which are going to continue producing that Smart, plus you can stake it, plus you can go into the Smart pool, blah, 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 blah. And he was sitting there shaking his head, and I could see he was falling off the cliff. And I said, well, if you would like to sell it, the Smart, you've got 547,000. I can help you go to Mexi and sell it, and you'll have your $1,500. And he thought about it. He said, "Yeah." He said, "I just want to get my initial my outlay out. I think that's really important." I said, "I tell you what, I'll buy them." And he said, "Why would you buy them?" I said, "Because when they hit $1, I'll have $500,000. He said, no, I'm not selling. No, I'm not selling. He changed his mind in one instant. It worked immediately. So I thought, well, yeah, it's a long-term project. You have to wait and you have to be patient. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and cryptocurrency, we know, is something that you have to wait and be patient for. Watch the market go up and down and be there at the right place with Alex when he's helping us all to make that price go up. And all the strategies he's putting into place are for that reason. People moaning because for a whole year, they can't take their payout as smart. But do they want to take it out at 0.0023, or would they rather wait a year and take it out at 10 cents or more?
And of course, we'll still be here in another year as well. But the thing is, that this industry, I know it can be a waiting game in some coins and tokens, and people talk about the bull run, which we can cover as well, by the way. But this industry, cryptocurrency, there is nothing left in the world where you can actually impact your wealth as positively as you can do in this industry, in cryptocurrency, especially with network marketing. There is nothing out there. I've been and done property. I know that you need a lot of money to do property. And I know all about the strategies whereby, well, I can buy property with no money down. No, you can't. You can believe that propaganda if you like, but you'll find you cannot buy property with no money down. And I've seen that. I've actually been involved with it all. So you need a lot of money to do property. You need a lot of money to start a business to generate an income. You tell me in the mainstream what stocks and shares, well, that's not going to do it for you. Cryptocurrency is the last bastion of being able to generate a significant income with the right company. And there's not many right companies about, because I've seen them come and go. That's why we enjoy working with Alex. And so you bring in this patience, you're in the right industry, and with network marketing, if you are a network marketer, of course, we have the best compensation plan in the world, with a pension plan, more or less, because I can talk about the business splits if you want me to in the buyback pool. We can cover that. That's an exciting thing, by the way, and I can talk about that.
Yes, I would love. I was just going to mention the business split. So when we were in Dublin, I remember you and Annika had a meeting with Terry, and this was with Alex, and this was in December. And Alex had some really exciting news about the business, and you weren't going to give it away because you had to wait. And the exciting news was that the compensation plan was moving onto the blockchain. And instead of receiving Ultima one-off payments, we were going to start receiving business splits. And I couldn't believe how lucky we are that that has been put in place for the people who wish to run the business, because how powerful is a business split when you're producing them on a regular basis. Now, I know there has been some upheaval with some people who don't like the idea of a business split, who think it's not the right way of rewarding for people who are networking and who need that income on a daily basis. So how would you explain that is going to be a better format? And it certainly is a better format.
Yeah, we absolutely believe it's a better format. And you could easily say, well, of course you would say that because you're one of the top networkers in the company. I get that angle from people might say. But even looking at it from a beginner, looking at it from work one time, get paid a lifetime. Now, the only people that can be probably against that is they're so used to doing opportunities that are here today and gone tomorrow that they're thinking, well, if I get paid my money now, the company can disappear as it normally does, and I've got my money, right? So these people who are short term, now these are what I call the needies. They need money now. I need to make money today. I need food on my table now. But this is the problem. This is I think it's a mindset problem. You can disagree with me, but I think it's a mindset problem because those people who need money now will always need money now if they always have that mindset and don't work on that need money now and make it and delay the gratification of needing it now by working a business where you work one time and get paid a lifetime, because you can build up your income stream quite substantially and very quickly with our compensation plan, whereby your daily rewards in business splits are more than what you would need for most people on a daily basis. Those people who need money now, generally, I know I need money now, but everybody can make a case for needing money now. I need to buy the palace down the road and I need it tomorrow and I want that money to buy that palace now. Or right down to I need to put food on my table for my children. That is a needy now case as well. But these people who say this are going to be in the same situation tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, unless they change their mindset. So I believe the business splits, work one time, get paid a lifetime and have a pension in a decentralized blockchain. Remember, this is not the company that is paying you. And this is another thing that people lose sight of. Whenever you acquire a split, whether it's the red pool, green pool, gold pool, the premium pool, it doesn't matter. When you provide or lend that liquidity, the company do not make any money from you at all whatsoever, no profit, zero. It is as if the company have already run off. Because if you are providing liquidity to a decentralized blockchain pool by a smart contract that is programmed to conduct itself by way of smart contracts only, which have been certified and audited by Certic as being proper, genuine smart contracts. So we've got a solid smart contract situation decentralized. Company are arm's length. Of course, they are providing the utility case for the entire ecosystem, but you're building up an income stream that will pay you forever. Now, on the business splits, there's another thing as well. So let's have a look at this I need money now situation. What is going to be happening going forward? Now, this will not be imminent, by the way. I don't think it will happen this year. But going forward, if you got 1,000 business splits, that for ease of numbers, that's 2.2 million euros in commissions that you've made that pay you every day, ongoing. There is going to be an opportunity to take a portion of, or all of them, whatever you like, to the buyback pool and benefit from the liquidity of the business split. So that is going to be an enormous leap forward for those people that earn the business split, but they want to liquidate as quickly as possible. That option is coming. So
would you like to explain that buyback pool? Would you like to explain how that's going to function?
Well, the buyback pool will function for the premium pool. I can explain that, but I don't know how it will function for the business split pool. It could be different. I don't know. But for the buyback pool on the premium, it works by the fact that, and this is where it makes our opportunity almost risk-free. I mean, who doesn't see this? Almost risk-free. You acquire or lend liquidity in a premium pool. You lend liquidity that you can claim back from the buyback pool at any time. So you're lending, and then by smart contract, companies run off, it doesn't matter. By smart contract, you receive your liquidity back in Ultima token. Okay? Nothing to do with the company, all on the blockchain, decentralized. Smart contract, you sell your split back to the pool, this decentralized pool, and it gives you over 12 months, it gives you in a pay plan, Ultima, what you lent, that's the same currency coming out that you put in, Ultima token, to the value that you lent the liquidity at. If you lent to 22,000 euros, it will provide you back over 12 months 22,000 euros in Ultima to the same value that you paid, but it's on a 12-month pay plan. But in the meantime, whilst you are sitting on your premium pool, and let's talk about that, why not? Let's take the advantage now. That pool is not going to have a lot of splits in it, guys. I mentioned this on the call the other night, and surprisingly, Alex backed me up on his voice note this morning. I said the other night that I will be surprised if right now there are even around 1,000 splits in the premium pool with the promotional splits. And what did Alex say this morning? There are 500 plus the promotional splits. So let's say there's 1,000 there right now. That ain't many, and we've only got a couple of weeks to go. And the 7th of June, that premium pool is closing. The smart contract will be burnt. You cannot buy into the premium pool after the 7th of June. Now, whatever's in that pool is capped, and if the price of the token is $3,000 to $4,000, it's capped at that amount of splits. Whilst we know the price is going to be increasing, as Alex has said, 8,000 to 10,000 in August, 20,000 by the end of the year by his own projections. Now, looking at what he's doing, a meeting with him today, a meeting with him tomorrow, we believe these numbers. Now, there's no guarantees, there's no promises. But if you're in a premium pool and you are capped on the amount of live splits, which we know isn't going to be many, and you've got a lifetime income in that pool and nobody can buy any more, that's a pretty good number to be in. And if you want to, you can even go to the buyback pool and get all your money back because you lent the liquidity. Where is the risk in that? Even over a matter of, you're going to receive your outlay back anyway, no matter the token price. And then you can always go back to the buyback pool and withdraw it on a 12-month plan if you like to. But who will when the cap on the premium pool, not that many splits in there. Let's say there's 1,000 now. You do the numbers. Let's say there's 1,500 by the time you reach the 7th of June, maybe, 2,000, I think, maximum. You do the numbers, and then the price of the token increasing to 8, 10, and then to 20, and then beyond, when you hear Alex reveal what he's coming out with very, very soon. As you know, he's mentioned all these tools. So I think that's a really good number. That's a buyback pool. Have I explained that enough, Rebex? Is that okay? Any questions?
You've done a great job always. There was one thing I noted in what Alex said on the call, on his voice note. He has said there are 500 splits in the pool currently net. That means without the additional promo splits which are in there. So in my quick calculation in my brain, it was pretty much 400%, or it has been. So 500 4 times is going to be 2,000 as it stands now. That was my quick calculation. Would you agree with that?
I could agree with that, but of course the percentage going down. We don't know how many people bought when it was the 400%. How many people have bought when it's 380, 360, 320?
That's a nice margin.
2,000. Well, let's say it's 2,000, Rebex. Let's say that it is 2,000 to 2,500. You know, with 25 tokens a day comes to 2,500 at a $4,000 price, let's say, on the token. That's a damn good income stream. That's about what, just over $50 a day per split at a price of around $4,000 on the token with 2,500 tokens in the market. That's about $50, I think, there or thereabouts per token. Now, and then it's capped. So then the smart contract is ripped up. Nobody can dilute them splits anymore. That's all there is for life. So you are securing a very, very good income stream on those splits. We're buying more, by the way, because we can see now, since that announcement today, why would we not? But that I think is an amazing deal. What do you think?
I think it's an excellent deal, and the idea that the pool is going to close after 7 days and securing that amount of splits in there, all we need to do then is sit back and enjoy watching the price go up.
Exactly. And if that price goes to 8,000, 10,000 in August, you're rubbing your hands if you've got premium splits, because you've got free premium splits right now that are going to be earning you for the rest of your life if you're in then the promotion and then the cap. So I think it's absolutely incredible. Now, of course, the question will be from Clive, because I know what Clive will be thinking, is that that's all well and good, and that's great that the premium split is being capped and the smart contract ripped up, and then there'll be no more. But what do we have as networkers going forward from there then? Because that's probably a question on many people's lips right now, right? Including Clive's. But we will find out very soon, believe me.
Well, there won't be any business advantage on the royal splits or on the smart pool. So there's going to have to be something else, isn't there?
Yeah, smart pool will be Ultima.
Smart pool is you can buy with Ultima, by the way.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you can. So that element of it will have will be covered by the compensation plan.
Yes, of course.
That's right.
So,
fabulous.
So, yeah, but there's much more coming, and you're going to find out very soon. So, but that premium pool we think is probably the best pool of the whole lot. And you know, then we've got the halving coming. Where's the price going to go then? You know, I'm telling you, Alex is going to be here for many, many, many more years. We know this. We know this in our hearts that he's here for many years, and he will never give up. And he will tweak, and he will make things better, and he'll make mistakes, and then he'll make them right. We're here for the long, long, long term. I know some of you leaders on here are also here for the long term, by the way, and that's great. But I also understand the sensitivity of some people who've done many opportunities and the opportunities have burnt them, okay? We appreciate, we know that. And there are mistakes being made in this business that they've probably seen made in other businesses, and then they feel sensitive about, will this business still be here? Well, we are, and we will be ongoing. So we will overcome all obstacles.
Thank you very, very much for all of that. I'm going to go slightly sideways now. There have been a few questions about the vouchers. Any updates on those? Voucher codes, activation codes?
Now, the vouchers, you know, from the update from Alex, there's no further update from what Alex gave, which was that the monies that he sent to pay for the vouchers has been locked up into KYC, the money laundering questions, the source of funds. And Alex explained this, that he's got, I think, 300 traders that he's working for him, right? He's got a lot of traders working for him, and where they trade the whole market. And he's trading profits from the market, taking them as well as everything else to exchange into the fiat currency realm. And this is where this barrier is taking place right now, because as you guys know, if you try and move some of your bank account funds, they can be on you for £1,000, right? For £1,000, you want to transfer it somewhere that, you've got to answer these questions before you, even at the cash points, I understand now in the UK, you want to take some cash out and you've got to answer certain questions. This money laundering KYC questionnaire and procedure is holding up funds from Alex to get into the voucher system. Now, of course, he sees this as a barrier right now, but he has a solution, and that is for us to revert back to the way we did things before with the shopping points. So that is why he's talking about bringing the shopping points back with the 50% discount vouchers. That is going to be returning. But as far as the vouchers and the money stuff, we have to wait and see what is going to be happening. He wants it to clear as quickly as he can, reinstate these vouchers that were there before, the ones for the MasterCards and things. He wants to reinstate them. But what can he do? He is stuck with their funds right now. And I mentioned this, by the way. I don't know if you're on my call or not when we talk about centralization and decentralization. The monetary system, I think most of you guys are probably old enough like me to know the monetary system is not serving the people. That's why Bitcoin was born, right? That's why Bitcoin was introduced in 2008, 2009 by an anonymous group or whatever it was, because the banking system, centralized system, is really not serving the people. And I know it's not serving the people because any money you deposit into a bank account by any means is no longer your money. It belongs to the bank legally and beneficially, but it creates you as a general creditor. In other words, when you go to work 30 days in a month and every month, whatever, when your salary is sent directly to the bank at the end of the month, you are working only for the benefit of the bank to get paid. You don't get paid, the bank get paid. Because when your employer deposits the money into the account of the bank account name that looks like yours, when it goes in there, it's no longer your money by legally or beneficially. So if you want to use that money, it is at the discretion of the bank. So if you want to move £5,000 somewhere, they can stop it and block it and say, why are you doing that? We don't want our money to go there. But whilst they're blocking and stopping the funds you think are yours, but they're not, the harder you work, by the way, the more the bank get paid. But whilst you are trying to move funds around and they block you, what do you think they are buying with that money? And you can, yes, all the clues are there with ETFs and BlackRock and all of it, right? It's all there in your face. They don't want you to impose and be competition for them to drive the prices up that they're paying with your money that you work for, you think is your money, but belongs to the bank because you pledged it to them every month. You are no more than a financial slave to the banks. This is why Bitcoin and the decentralized system was born. Whoever brought it forward could see the corruption and how rotten it is and therefore knew that the world needs an alternative solution. And this alternative solution is a peer-to-peer decentralized blockchain. A blockchain, they cannot turn it off. If they could, they would, believe me. They cannot turn off the blockchain. And this is why we are going into the smart coin node system on your smartphone wallet, because you create a node, a decentralized node that is spread all over the world, sharing the information in every single node. They can't stop it unless they turn the entire internet off, but then they're only turning it off for themselves. So, you know, it is the system of centralization is not serving the people. And it's not serving the people either from a governance side of things. That's why you can see in the blockchain now, they are talking about governance protocols, where direct democracy in the blockchain is allowing people to vote as a governance token or as a governance blockchain, where the community decide their way forward for the project. So the decentralization is the solution to centralization that isn't serving the people and will not serve the people even more when they bring in the centralized digital currencies from the central banking system, which are right round the corner, and you've heard Alex speak about them. Sorry, am I going on too much?
We love listening to you, Terry. Absolutely, carry on going. I think Annika's been answering the questions so well in the chat. I'm not sure we have any more coming up. There was one question about PLCU seed, PLCU, but Alex had already announced that payments will be made back in PLCU seed. So we are assuming that because that was just a transfer of one currency to another, they weren't smart contracts. Therefore, they can just be halted and refunded. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And they will be, and they'll be come back to you. So then you can swap them in a normal mechanism and have more smart coin. And by the way, there might maybe some people on the call. I know Clive is one of them. He's got his hand up. We can take his question, by the way, when he's ready. But there are some people, and we are pushing, by the way, for blockchain places that were a feature a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Blockchain places, we do not let Alex forget about them, and he knows he has to bring forward a solution for you guys that might be waiting for blockchain places solution. Clive, you've got a question.
What are blockchain places?
Oh, it's okay. These are 3 years ago, Rebex. Doesn't affect that many people, but there were an incentive back then. But the people know. If you know, you know.
Okay, well, I don't know.
No. It doesn't affect many people.
So just a quick one. Just going back to that £1,000 and the banking system that you were talking about is very interesting, because that what they're really doing is disrupting and trying to control how and how much you can take out of your account. And what they're actually saying going forward is when they bring in CBD, it will run alongside cash for the time being. However, they will limit the amount of cash that you can actually use. And the figure that they're saying is about £1,000 a month or something like that. If you exceed that, then it triggers a situation. And also they're saying that you could get arrested for spending cash beyond your limit. And then what they're going to do is tie the CBD with the 15-minute cities, so that if you go outside of the 15-minute cities, your CBDs won't work. It will also be programmable, so they will be able to see exactly what you spend. So if you think that you're going to go and buy a spliff or something like that, it's not going to happen. If you owe a debt even, you know, let's say you owe some money on your council tax and you try and book a holiday, it won't allow you to. You know, if you're overweight and you try and buy McDonald's, it stop you from doing that, because they'll have all your health records and everything. And so they're going to be completely controlling. Why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this is because Alex is building a decentralized alternative so that we can keep our sovereignty and our freedom, and we can then purchase from Amazon or here or there, Tesco, Sainsbury's, by using your crypto, getting your voucher, and still being able to shop without having to convert your money back into fiat to buy the essential things that you need for yourself and your family. And so Alex sees what's coming in based on the regulators and the governments, the global governments, the one world government, because really COVID showed that they were all thinking alike and they shut the whole globe down. So I'm saying that Alex, and in what he's building and the ecosystem, even though there's problems, he sees ahead and he's building ahead of these things coming in. And that is the reason why, because he is trailblazing through new ideas and building something that very few, if any, have ever done. But in that, what he's building is a solution to what is coming. And we need to know more about what's coming to understand the maneuvers that Alex is making. You see? So I'll just leave it there.
Thank you very much, Clive.
Yeah, Clive, thank you, mate, because it's absolutely right. This is the whole idea of centralisation and decentralisation. And what is happening, I mean, what is going on in the world right now, the way that governments are taking things is scary as hell. I really care. I really, worry about what will happen for our future generations when they're living in geo-fencing cities, all down to apparent climate change, which they seem to be causing themselves, by the way. They've seemed to have admitted it over here in Dubai and the rest of the world with this HARP system. But, this is where we're going, and I really, where are our children going to be and our children's children? So, this is why the blockchain, the decentralization, the solutions that are coming up as an alternative have got to be explored much further. And I think an alternative currency that Alex is bringing forward to the world is one we have to work with him with.
Absolutely right, I agree. And that's why we're all here. Absolutely. I think we've covered everything that we needed to on the call, but we're really, really happy for all the extra things that you've put in and all that wealth of information from you, Terry. Thank you so, so much. We've just hit an hour, and I think we're going to let you go to bed because you're certainly ready now. It's 11 p.m. So we really, really thank you for being on the call tonight, Terry. Is there anything else you want to add, or Annika, would you like to pop in?
Very, very quickly, I'd like to add that we got our event on the 8th of June, Saturday the 8th of June in Budapest, and we've got a lot of MasterCards to give away as prizes. Here we are. And we've also got a lot of the new Defender, wallet Defender systems to give away as well to people who will be at the event. It'll be a great day. We've got Alex zooming in, giving us all the updates and answering questions for everybody in the room on the day. We're expecting anywhere between 500 and 800 people. It'll be a whole weekend. We'll have dinners, we'll have events, we'll have entertainment. It's going to be amazing. You're all invited. The ticket's only, 10 euros, I think, for a ticket to just make sure that we have a commitment from people. But it will be a super event. Saturday, 8th of June. Please join us in Budapest.
Absolutely, yes. Anybody who hasn't yet bought their tickets, I certainly advise you that you do. It's going to be a wonderful event. 800 people in the room, Terry. It's going to be full of energy, and we're going to get some updates from Alex, and that's what we're all waiting for. So thank you to everyone joining on the call tonight. I'm really sorry John didn't make it, but Terry did a great job, and I really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much for joining, everyone.
Thank you. And I can see all these wing pictures where you ladies out there, you power ladies.
Yeah.
As Annika says to me, it's okay for us men to have the muscles, but the women have the strength. And I agree with that.
That is so nice. I like that expression. Well done. Good one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Speak to you all again soon. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Annika.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.
Annika. Bye.
See you in Budapest.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.